One Zambia, One Nation. Hello there. Thank you so much for joining us on the news desk. We are coming to you from the mass media complex in Lusaka. Coming up in our news, government allocates 500 farm plots to youths. And a 7-year-old boy in need of medical support. Thank you so much. With the detail, my name is Amos Zulu. Muchinga Province has launched a physical allocation of 500 farm plots to selected youths in 4 pilot districts under the Land Resettlement Scheme. Provincial Permanent Secretary Henry Mukungule has graced the launch, where youths have been empowered with 10 hectares of land each. We have more in the following report.
Government has launched physical allocation of 500 farm plots to selected youths in 4 pilot districts in Muchinga Province resettlement schemes. Muchinga Province Permanent Secretary Henry Mukungule graced the official launch of the physical allocation of farm plots, which was held at Sele Primary School in Shwangandu District, near Kawanda Resettlement Scheme, under the theme, "Not Leaving Anyone Behind by Taking Development to Resettlement Schemes in the Province."
Going to change your life. From these pieces of land, you can grow vegetables that you can be selling every day. You can grow maize. You can keep pigs. You can keep goats. And these generate a lot of money, more than what your colleagues in regular employment.
Shwangandu District Commissioner Maureen Wembia commended traditional rulers in Muchinga Province for releasing 5,000 hectares of land to government for purposes of resettlement schemes development in the province.
So give thanks to our Royal Highnesses for being part of this important occasion.
Principal Land Resettlement Officer Joshua Bana and some land beneficiaries has this to say.
Today we've just received 50. These are representing the entire 500.
So very much happy to have this piece of land because it's not easy. Yeah.
Bupelo Manya reporting for Zanis News in Shwangandu, Muchinga Province.
The news continues. The Barotse Royal Establishment, BRE, has called on the National Heritage Conservation Commission to consider turning Kambangole area in Nyengo Plains of Sikongo District into a heritage site. BRE Ngambela Mukela Manyando says Kambangole has a rich history, as it is the birthplace of the late Litunga Lubosi Lewanika, who was born in 1842. Ikachana Sindala has the details in the following report.
Situated in Sikongo District of Western Province is Kambangole area, which BRE Ngambela Manyando Mukela traditionally defines as the great strength of the Lozi Kingdom. Ngambela Mukela says, "Nothing is bigger than tradition," adding that tradition is based on good chieftaincy, as evident by the Lozi people's love and value of their culture. Speaking during a tribute made in honor of Litunga Lubosi Lewanika, the Ngambela said it was vital to turn Kambangole into a heritage site.
Na nikatusuweza mngaka kuli abulele ni vale baba na nimata mana hamo kuli kubelwe si ubate tuna sesika pona kutomiwa skolo pokukaluti walikaza butokwa mwendi zibo yesu anenge yekaluta kuluwa ni kubabalela limunano ngeli komu ili kufali kute kumawani ketu aliwanika.
National Heritage Conservation Commission Barotse Plains Landscape Manager Steny Lukonga says the commission recognizes Kambangole as an important historical site.
Kambangole is historically important because this is the site where in 1833, when the Kololo invaders overtook the rulership of Barotse land, the Lozi dynasty migrated to Kambangole because here in the plains, this was a very secure place and it was far off from the invaders. Lubosi Lewanika is historically important also for the Barotse state because he greatly expanded the canal system, the unique canal system that we find in Barotse land. It is Lewanika who again invited and had treaties with a number of Europeans. The greater thing that Lewanika also did was to have Coilad, Francois Coilad, in his kingdom. And through Coilad, Christianity grew to a land which was leading a life of paganism.
The Litunga also planted a variety of trees with scientific and local names and Kambangole, and among them the Trichilia emetica, locally known as Musikili, the waterberry, also known as Mutoya, and the sausage tree, locally known as Mupolota. Ikacha Nasindala, reporting for Zanis in Congo, Western Province.
Still in tourism news, Minister of Tourism Rodney Sikumba has called for intensified marketing of tourism sites in the country. Mr. Sikumba says the country has many tourist sites that have not been fully exploited due to poor marketing. He was speaking after visiting the newly discovered Mumbatuta waterfalls located in Lavushimanda National Park. Here are the details.
This is Mumbatuta Waterfalls in Lavushimanda National Park in Mchinga Province, which has never been exploited and is not known to many people and tourists in the country. This piece of an attractive natural spectacle sitting on the Lukulu River has attracted attention from government with the objective of improving the tourism site. Minister of Tourism Rodney Sikumba, who visited the site, emphasized on the need to improve on the marketing of tourism sites through the creation of access roads.
It is our core as the Ministry of Tourism, government, of course, to make sure that we start opening up access roads within this particular place. Now, what excites us about this particular waterfall is that it sits in one of our national parks, Lavushimanda National Park. Lavushimanda National Park is one park that obviously a lot of people do not know about.
The minister in charge of tourism also highlighted on the significance of Lavushimanda National Park.
What excites me about this particular national park is its pristine condition. It's very intact. It's void of human encroachment. We are looking at opportunities to create camping arrangements within this particular national park.
Meanwhile, Lavushimanda Member of Parliament Maureen Mabonga lamented on the poor road and electricity connectivity in the national park to be a huge hindrance to tourism.
The road network, which has hindered even tourists, because when they come here, you know how it is, they find it very difficult. It's just a stretch of about 67 kilometers.
The opening up of access roads to such critical tourism sites is definitely a major step towards improving on the flow of tourist arrivals. Henry Lumpa Jr., Zanis in Lavushimanda National Park, Mchinga Province.
Thank you, Henry, for that report. In other news, over 800 youths will get bursaries under the Constituency Development Fund, CDF, in Lufwanyama District. Katembula Youth Skills Center Manager Charles Kakundo has confirmed receipt of over 1 million kwacha to sponsor students from different colleges. Agrippa Silumbwe gives us the rest of the story.
Their faces are filled with joy as government has rekindled their lost hope to further their education at tertiary level. There are 826 students in total that have been sponsored by government to pursue their various life-sustaining skills using Constituency Development Funds, CDF, at Katembula Youth Skills Center in Lufwanyama District.
We have witnessed the real empowerment as Katembula Youth Resource Center.
The bursaries have come at a time when others thought they were just going to end up on the streets due to lack of funds.
I'm doing metal fabrication. I'm the one of the students who is benefiting under CDF funds. Firstly, I would like to appreciate the government for what they have done by giving us an opportunity of sponsorship. I've never seen this before. As youth, we are just walking around in the community, doing nothing. Without CDF, would have been drunkards.
I do power electrical. Our president, Mr. HH, I really say thank you to you because you brought us the CDF funds. Some of us would think that prostituting is the only way to success. But you, our president, you thought that for our country, Zambia, to progress, we have to educate a number of people.
And total concentration on academic programs is what the local authority is expecting from these students.
Youths also benefited from this CDF, these skills they were paid for. Some of them are doing welding, some of them tailoring, some of them driving, some of them carpentry and bricklaying. We know that their lives will never be the same with such skills. So can you be serious and get educated?
The funds are from the first and second allocation of CDF in Lufuanama district. Reporting, I'm Agrippa Silumbwe, Kapabot Province.
Now, ex-Holy Cross Girls Association have renovated a biology laboratory and donated 7 sewing machines at Holy Cross Catholic Secondary School in Mongu District. Western Province Minister Kapelo Ambangweta, who recently officiated at the handover ceremony, encouraged the former pupils to continue supporting the education sector. Let's take a look at this report.
Western Province Minister Kapelo Ambangweta is here to officiate at the handover ceremony of sewing machines donated by the ex-Holy Cross Girls Association to the Department of Economics at Holy Cross Girls Secondary School. Mr. Mbangweta said government attaches great importance to the education sector, hence the introduction of free education.
Our government is very much in favor and believing very strongly that education is the best equalizer. Because with education, it doesn't matter your background. You can come from a poor background, you can come from a rich background, you can come from whatever background. But if you pay attention to school, you can get to the top. And this is the reason why this new government, the new dawn, had introduced the free education.
And Sister Bibian Bao said the teaching of home economics cannot be achieved without sewing machines.
I gathered here to witness the handing over of 7 sewing machines purchased by the ex-Holy Cross Association. Thereafter, we are also going to witness another handover of a newly renovated biology lab done by the kindness and generosity of the same ex-Holy Cross Association. Teaching of home economics as a practical, as a component of needlework. And without sewing machine, the teaching of home economics is incomplete.
Meanwhile, Nanganasi Mwinji, the ex-Holy Cross Association representative, said the school gave them a holistic education.
The association has chosen to plow back into the school that has made them the women of substance that they are today. As ex-Holy Cross girls, we have provided support to the school in a number of ways. Holy Cross as a school offered us holistic education that impacted every sphere of our lives. For this, we shall forever remain indebted to our school and the teachers that taught and helped us along our education life.
It is no doubt these facilities will indeed enhance our studies in empowering the girl child with a lifelong skill. As the saying goes, educate a woman to educate a nation. Indeed, a girl child has been empowered. To you, the ex-Holy Cross Association, who has the best intentions for the school in buying the sewing machines for the home economics and the renovation of the biology laboratory, your social corporate responsibility is humbling and indeed motivating.
Darlington Kawambe reporting in Mongu District, Western Province.
Still in the news, Plan International has donated 700 desks to be distributed to selected schools in Mansa and Chembe districts. Luapula Province Minister Derek Chilundika, who flagged off the distribution exercise, has called for more partners to support the free education policy to provide a conducive learning environment to the pupils. Kenneth Chomba brings us the details.
Some of the challenges schools in Luapula Province are grappling with following the introduction of free education is the inadequacy of classroom space and desks. Plan International has since come to the aid of some schools in Mansa and Chembe districts by donating 700 desks.
As Plan International, we are committed to work with the government as well as other stakeholders to ensure that we contribute to the attainment of a good learning environment for our children.
Just last year, at the end of last year, the enrollment in Luapula was standing at 387,786. At the end of the second term of this year, our enrollments across the province stand at 459,205 learners.
Luapula Province Minister Derek Chilundika, who flagged off the distribution of the desks in Mansa, has thanked the organization for supplementing government efforts.
Government will continue to work with various stakeholders to create a conducive and comfortable learning environment with pupils looking forward to learn each and every day. We thank Plan International for this donation, which will make a difference in the lives of the most important asset any school in the country has, that is a pupil.
To the learners, the donation is timely.
This donation could have not come at any better time than now, when we are facing a big challenge of furniture in school, especially now that education is free.
With such support from cooperating partners, the pupils are assured of a better learning environment. Kenneth Chomba, reporting for Zanis News in Mansa District.
Kenneth Chomba with that report. And lastly, a 7-year-old boy of Choma District is seeking medical help to undergo a specialized operation for removal of an ear tumor. Mother to the boy, Caroline Chikanta of Kabanana Compound, has appealed for financial support to pay for her son's medical operation. Mike Munkombwe interacted with the family and brought us this report.
Looking from this angle, one might think the boy is just okay. But from the other side, you can actually see that he is in pain. This is 7-year-old Mike Munsanje of Choma's new Kabanana Compound, who has been in and out of hospital nursing his ear tumor, which is now growing day by day. The mother, Caroline Giganta, narrates the audio.
We went to Livingston Central Hospital. It could not work. We tried Monze Mission as well as Namyanga in Kalomo. Nothing.
She is now appealing for help for the son to undergo specialized treatment.
I am requesting for help from people.
Mike Munkombwe, Zanis, in Choma District, Southern Province.
That story by Mike brings us to the end of the news, but before we go, a reminder of the top stories. Government allocates 500 farm plots to youths. And a 7-year-old boy in need of medical support. We end the news just there, but remember, you can access these and many other stories on our website, zanis.com.zm. On behalf of the entire news and production team, my name is Amos Zulu. Bye for now.